Good afternoon. I'm Janet McLeod from East City Flower Shop, and I'm going to help you make a wedding bouquet. I know a lot of you are excited about your wedding, but you'd like to try and do your flowers yourself. And I'm going to show you some easy steps that you can follow if you're interested in making your own wedding flowers. First of all, like anything else, whether you paint a room, whether you tile a floor, whether you start a piece of art, preparation is the key to success. And a good base of preparation will make your whole project go more smoothly. I have a variety of rose here called white chocolate. It's a beautiful rose and it will make a beautiful bride's bouquet. But first of all, I'm going to take away any of the unnecessary foliage that I need from the stem. I'm going to need a little bit at the top because that's going to create some contrast when this design is finished. The second thing I'm going to do is take away any of the guard petals. They're the petals that have a bit of a vein here, and any petal that's been damaged in transportation. Roses come from a fair distance and they experience a lot of shipping and air travel, so you do need to be cognizant that those petals, some petals will get marked, and all you need to do is break them off, just like you would if you were preparing a head of lettuce for a salad. The next step is line up all the things you need in a neat, orderly fashion. This will make your project go much more quickly. I have my roses, all the stems have been cleaned. I have some foliage, and I personally like foliage, so I like to see a variety of foliage in any of the designs we create here at the store. I have some variegated pittosporum, I have some leatherleaf fern, and I have some salal leaves. Again, I have cleaned away anything from the stem that we won't be using, or I have kept them in nice, tight bundles so that they'll be effective when we put them in our bouquet. And again, the salal, I have chosen the smaller leaves at the end of a long stem. This is going to make our project very smooth. I'm right-handed, so in my left hand, I'm going to hold my first rose. I'm going to make a circle like that and hold it very loosely. And then I'm going to start adding roses from there. I'm going to put one at the north, one at the south, one at the east, and one at the west. Now, what I'm going to do is start filling in roses in the empty pockets. So I'm going to place these roses around. I've now filled in 4 more roses, which means I have 9 here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the last remaining roses to really make that a circular shape. And this bouquet is now at the point where it's going to tell me where the last few roses need to go, because it's going to have a little bit of a pocket there. And you see how lovely that is? You can see all the roses. They're all facing towards the top of the bouquet. Beautiful color. When some brides talk to me, they say they want to have a wedding bouquet and they don't want foliage. And that's fine. But you need to also keep in mind the time of the year. And if you're getting married at a very hot time of the year, you may need some foliage in this to help support the flowers. So I've added my variegated pittosporum first because I like the way the variegated edge balances the white in that rose. Now for some sharp contrast, because this is a pointed leaf, so it contrasts the rounded leaf nicely, I have added my leather fern. And again, I've kept my hand gently in a circle. I'm not squeezing the stems to bits. And last but not least, I'm going to put in that nice, strong, rich salal. And that's really going to create a wonderful contrast. Now, if you're a bride and you're wearing a white or ivory dress, look at how much assistance that foliage is going to give you to contrast this bouquet against your dress. You want to see the bouquet, but you also want to see your dress. Now, I have everything still in my hand. I'm going to take a hard tape like this. This is, in our industry it's called Davy tape, and it's a very hard tape. I'm going to clip a piece. And where I want the top of the stems to start spreading out, I am going to tape that. And what I'm going to do is catch the tape on itself, and then I'm going to wrap it around the stem, and again I'm going to catch that tape on itself. That is going to give me a good firm hold on that bouquet. Then I'm going to cut the stems to the length that I want them to be. You don't want to cut them too long because you don't want this bumping against your dress and maybe catching any tooling or any lace work you may have. So you want to keep this at a manageable length. From there, I'm going to take some florist tape. And florist tape only sticks if you stretch it. So what I'm going to do is wrap that around the handle of my design. I'm going to stretch it and I'm going to twist. I'm going to stretch it and I'm going to twist. I'm going to stretch it and then I'm going to twist. And I'm going to continue that process until I've been able to cover that hard tape. Now that the hard tape is completed, I'm going to break that. You're now going to want to hide that tape. I have chosen a blue ribbon because for this particular wedding, the bridesmaids' dresses are blue. Again, I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to catch the end of that ribbon as I circle around. And I'm going to circle this around all the way up the handle until I get to the top. I have a little bit of ribbon left. I can either cut that off or I can make a nice little loop like that. But either way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pin and I'm going to pin that in place. And I like to use 2 pins because I like a good secure bouquet. There we go. We have a beautiful bride's bouquet. We have a variety of lush foliage. We have some stunning white chocolate roses, a little bit of a yellow tint to them. This would be a beautiful bouquet for any bride on her wedding day. It was simple. We did our prep work first, and then we put it together easily. Until your wedding, stand that bouquet in a vase of water. If you've got someplace cool that you can store it, all the better. I'm Janet McLeod at East City Flower Shop. Have fun with your wedding, have fun with your flowers, and enjoy your big day.